Just me and Kev. Nope. All right. So we're back, and we're back in action, boys. We're back in action. Um, I do apologize about the internet problems. Um, I'm streaming with really very poor internet, um, and I didn't even think it was possible for me to stream at all. Um, but for some reason, I was able to tweak my settings and get things working to at least be somewhat stable. But for some reason, my upload just seems to be a little bit unstable tonight. I'm not sure. I did reset my router. Things seem that they're kind of stabilizing a bit now. So I think I will try to continue this game. Um, and yeah, things seem to be stabilizing a bit. Again, I do apologize for that. I'm just doing the best with the internet that I have. Um, and I've thought about investing in a little bit better internet, and that might happen later down the road. But until then, we're just going to work with what we got. Um, so yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me now, and hopefully the game is just going to continue playing right where we left off. Hopefully I don't have to relaunch or anything. We're at 29 minutes and 46 seconds. Um, so yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and unpause the game, and hopefully everything should be good. Kev, you don't even really want to know what's your bit rate for upload. My upload bit rate is about 0.6. So it's not even a megabyte upload speed. It's very, very poor. Um, I'm streaming at a max bit rate of 450 KB. So yeah, we've set the settings to 450 KB. Um, so but that's really like the best I can do with the with what I have, unfortunately. So, um, yep. So I'm considering changing a setting, but screw it. Let's see here. Twitch there. I'm considering changing one setting and seeing if that helps. Okay, I would have to start the stream up and off again. We're not going to do that. Everything's kind of leveled out. I reset my modem. I'm not dropping as many frames. Everything should be better now. We're going to go back into it, and that's the best we can do. So we're going to just get back into it. Just to kind of, while the game is paused, we're going to look at what's going on, because that's going to help us kind of see what's up, and then we can get back into the action. So both players have built a wonder. It looks like, though, TaToH built his slightly faster. Okay, all right, Kev, I got you. Yeah, I found a really cool guide on AOC Zone that helped me set up the settings quite well, and I'm very surprised, but they have worked. So you could drop maybe your kilobytes per second quite a bit, but yeah, I think it also depends on the game. Whereas like Age of Empires is not very like of an intensive game to stream, so that could be one of the reasons too. But I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on streaming at all. Looks like we are dropping a few more frames again, but we're gonna still give this one more shot, and hopefully things clear up a bit. We'll have to just wait and see. But again, TaToH did build his wonder first. Tim built a wonder as well, but obviously slightly behind. And it looks like Tim was pushing into the center, and he was going to push through. Tim pushed through. He did lose a bunch of cavalry archers, from some demo ships that were hiding in these docks, and now a whole bunch of galleys are out. And basically, Tim is on a race of time. He has 230 years to break through and defeat TaToH's Wonder. So we're going to unpause the game and go from there and see. Hopefully everything goes well. Kev, thank you for your comments and things like that. I understand the lag is annoying, so obviously you can relate to it as you have it sometimes too. But I appreciate you being around and letting me know what's going on. And feel free, anybody in the chat, Kevin included, to let me know if there is any more issues. If there are, please just let me know. Hopefully it should smooth over a bit. Let's see what happens here, because we just want to watch some AOC. Is that too much to ask? Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the game. It looks like Tim is going to be producing some rams here, which is always a good choice as they soak up a lot of fire from these galleys. But these galleys, or these galleons, excuse me, are going to be proved to be quite a problem for Tim. These galleons are going to be producing immense pressure on this front line, and they're going to be quite a thing to get past. And if you ask me, Tim has his work cut out for him. Getting through this middle line with all these ships is going to be near impossible. And not to mention, he has to find where TaToH cut, and I don't even see a spot that he can get through right now. So I think that that's going to prove to be very challenging, very, very challenging for Tim if he wants to win this game. He's on a race against the clock, and we'll have to see how he decides to do this here. But yes, TaToH going to be pressuring from all sides with these galleons and going to be pestering this wood line of Tim. And looks like Tim is opting to go with a few more siege workshops. I think we might see maybe some siege onagers or mangonels and stuff. Nope, just more capped rams. Not a bad choice, as he could push those capped rams in here, but I still don't see how those are going to be the best choice for dealing with the situation. A lot of hussars, and I actually do like this choice from Tim. And I don't think TaToH is going to be expecting these hussars. He can send these hussars in, and they're going to do a lot of damage against these ships. Will it be enough? I'm not sure. And we also have to remember that TaToH does have a few demo ships lined up and ready to go. And so if Tim pushes in here, he's going to have to deal with those demo ships as well. And that's going to probably prove to be a bit of a challenge for him. Also, both players score very similar. Tim had a slight edge on score just a moment ago, so the score is not too big of a difference. But this water in this map control is definitely an issue for Tim, as he has to race against the clock to get across the map and destroy the wonder of TaToH. A lot more pressure here in the front, as TaToH continues with these galleons to push, to pressure and prod. Hussars are going to be coming in down in the center of the map. Elite cannon galleons also as well, but these hussars are going to go in. Demo ship coming, going to blow up and kill four hussars right away, but it didn't kill that many. Lots more demo ships are going to come in, destroying tons of hussars, just tons of them. All the hussars gone from Tim. Battering ram's going to come in as well, and that's going to be a good choice. These cavalry archers are going to try to stand and trade with these galleons. Tim is pushing the line slightly, but will it be enough? I'm not sure. Yes, Kev. After this game, I would love to show you that, absolutely. And after this game is over, I think I'm going to change one setting too on my PC and see if that helps with the buffering as well. So we'll have to test that out too. But I will show you the link as I have it saved in my bookmarks on Chrome. So it will be very easy for me to show you that. He needed to castle drop that wood line. Kevin, who are you talking about? I think you're talking about Tim. And if you're talking about Tim, I think that would be an excellent play. You're absolutely right. If he dropped a castle on this wood line, he could be doing a lot more damage and adding a lot more pressure in this area. But TaToH going to respond with some Hussars of his own, and this is going to be a good play by him, as it's going to counter these Hussars. Not to mention, TaToH has already been making a lot of demo ships, and those demo ships have been doing absolute work against Tim and his Hussars. And the Hussars really being the only answer that Tim has, but not really enough, unfortunately, in this situation, as TaToH continuing to seize map control and hold this middle map area. Gosh, I really feel bad for Tim right now. I really do. He's racing against the clock. 135 years left on the Wonder, which is probably about 5 minutes or so, I would estimate. And that's about how long Tim has to push in here and finish this. A gate gonna come up on the front from Tim, and or excuse me, from TaToH as he pushes out with more Hussars. I think he's having a gold crisis right now, as he hasn't been able to create as many galleons and as many demo ships as he once previously has, and I think that's why he's going to be go ahead and putting a gate here, because he's a little bit concerned about these Hussars pushing in to this in here. I do really like this effort of Tim, and I would love to see him push into TaToH's base and do some and wreak some havoc. And he has not given up, and I do like that play by him. Hussars continuously coming out here by Tim, and he's just refusing to give up or call the GG. He's trying to keep the pressure on, and he's trying to push and prod. Tim with only 200 gold in the bank. TaToH only 96 gold in the bank. So gold is not a thing in this match anymore, as both players had very limited gold piles at the beginning of the game, and also very limited stone piles at the beginning of the game. And Kevin, going back to what you said, I think you're absolutely right. A castle drop would have been great, but there was only 2 small stone piles at the beginning, and that may be one of the reasons why Tim did not opt for a castle. I'm just only thinking. So it looks like he's decided to go the trash route. And the trash route is kind of working, but kind of not, as these demo ships are really getting the MVP award right now for this game, as they definitely have the most kills in this match up so far. Trebuchets on the front, gonna look to start pressuring and prodding here, but these Hussars are gonna come in and make quick work of that. And these galleons gonna be still doing a lot of work here on the water, as Tim desperately trying to push into this base here. TaToH going to be dropping another dock, and that dock is going to come up here now. And I think he's going to probably be going demo ships from this dock, is my guess, and try to continue to push Tim back. And I think that's a great play by him. As we can see, he has queued up a demo ship. And this is going to be the gate that Tim is going to attack. So a demo ship here makes perfect sense. And he's definitely going to get some good kills with this demo. I'm sure of it. Big shot there with the demo ship, killing, maybe even 6 to 7 Hussars and a few pikes. And wow, demo ships are real in this match. The trash continuously coming out. The siege rams coming out as well by Tim, and Tim refusing to give up this game. He's refusing to call GG. But these galleons getting the second MVP award in the game, as they are also responsible for a lot of unit kills, as well as they've just been firing flaming arrows at all directions in this middle area, and causing Tim all sorts of problems. Another demo ship coming in here, killing tons of Hussars. Danish, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, sir. No problem for being late. I was late also. So we're still in game 1, so you haven't missed much. But thank you for coming in. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Looks like I'm dropping a few more frames. Please let me know if the stream is unbearable as far as the drops go, but I think we'll be able to hold on. Maybe we can at least just get through this game, and I might try to make a few tweaks so that we can continue game number 2 here. But let me know if it's unbearable in the chat if you can. If you don't want to, that's okay. Yeah, Danish, I was late. I didn't get going until 10:45-ish, as I had to have some supper, and I was very late to coming home from work. Kev, I apologize. I really apologize. I hate when people do that. I hate when people don't respect time, and it's something that I need to work on a little bit, so I do apologize. But we're going to get better together. We're going to get better together. Alright. So this galleons and this water control being the answer right now for TaToH. Is the chicken gone? I think we have to ask Kev if the chicken is gone. But... Alright, Kev, thanks. Because Kev had the chicken the other day. I'm gonna show that on stream after this game. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the chicken that Kev sent me a picture of, and I'm also gonna show you guys what I had for supper tonight. And yeah, just to make your mouth water. So I just thought that'd be fun to show you guys that. I have both of the pictures sitting on my desktop, and we'll show those after this game before we get into game number 2. Alrighty. So the galleons still continuously being the answer here in the middle, as these galleons are going to be just causing all sorts of damage on these hussars and against these pikemen. Tim finally calling the G to the G, and it was a good game by TaToH and Tim. Both players played, both players playing exceptionally well. Danish saying, I don't know, I wouldn't know if you're dropping frames because his internet is not the best. Gosh, I'm not very happy, guys. I have to say, I've dropped, right now it's saying I've dropped 7% of the total frames throughout the stream. I don't know how significant that is. I don't know if it's like really looking bad, excuse me, on your end. So I'm not sure, but I'm not happy about it. But I mean, I don't know. Anywho, if it's really horrible, please let me know. What else? But yeah, both players playing exceptionally well. Tim actually built his wonder, started building the wonder first. He thought of the wonder first, and he started building it first. But the problem was he didn't send enough villagers to that wonder, and TaToH built his shortly after, but he put more villagers on it before Tim could, and that wonder went up slightly before Tim's wonder, and TaToH getting the first victory of this best of 5 series for $500 USD is I believe the cash prize is. Yes, Masters of Mega Random, best of 5, TaToH versus Tim, 2 of the best AOC players that are on the planet right now. We're going to be launching into game 2 here. I'm going to quit out of this game. We're going to update the scoreboard. And yeah, we're going to update the scoreboard. Also, okay, Voobly decided to crash on me. No big deal. Let's get the score updated. And I believe TaToH's on my left, and he got the first win. So we're going to update it that way. And let's pull up the pictures. Who wants to see pictures of the chicken? I don't know if you guys want to, but I want to. Kev, I hope you have no hard feelings about me showing the world your food. But here is the food that Kevin showed me the other day, and boy, was I jealous. Oh my gosh, I am such a fan of fried chicken, and this fried chicken looks like it was made to perfection. And of course, the barbecue chicken looks amazing too. And of course, the ribs look divine. And wow, I was so jealous when I saw this picture. It was like, ugh. It was just like, the chicken hype is real. Let's see. Yes, the chicken hype is real. And then just to contrast that picture real quick, I wanted to show you guys. Mine came from a restaurant. His looks a little bit better, but this is what I had for supper today. I was a few ribs short, though. I mean, I didn't eat all of it. I saved a little bit, and I'll be eating it later. But some macaroni and cheese, some baked beans, cornbread muffin, and some barbecued ribs. So, for anybody who's hungry, I do apologize. But if you're hungry, this should prompt you to go get some food because, man, oh man. But anyway, one thing about this channel is we know how to eat. We know how to eat. Um, I think it's Diane Shi. Diane Shi. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Mac and cheese, woohoo, absolutely. This mac and cheese is actually a little spicy. It had like maybe like a little bit of jalapeno in it. Not too spicy, but just enough. And it was very, very good. And the beans also very, very good too. So yeah, I think it's Diane Shi. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. You'll have to correct me. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, go ahead. Let's go ahead into the next game, game number 2 of the series, and get things rolling. I'm wondering if I should change a setting real quick and get things and see if that helps. I don't really want to drop any more frames, so I'm almost willing to sacrifice quality just so I don't drop any more frames. Let me think. Let me think. What do you guys think? I want to hear from the chat or the active members of the chat. If you don't feel like commenting, that's fine. But should I drop the quality slightly so I don't drop any more frames, or should I leave it the way that it is and the few frames that I've dropped, who cares? What do you guys think? I just would like your opinion. So if you guys want to let me know in the chat what you think. Maybe Kev is AFK right now. Don't drop quality. Don't mind since I'm on mobile. You guys, we're going to keep going. Let the frames be free, he says. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's get going. You know what I kind of want to do, actually? I want to do a straw poll. I think that would be fun. Well, there's only a few of us, but who cares? It still will be fun. I think we're going to do a straw poll and vote to see who we think is going to win this series. I don't know why. I just think that would be fun. I've never made a straw poll before in my life, but we're going to make a straw poll, and we're going to see is it going to be Tim or is it going to be TaToH? And then throughout the stream, as people come or people leave or whatever, whatnot, we're going to just, you know, set it out. So that will be fun just to see what you guys think as to who will win. And I believe all you have to do is click this link to check it out. And then periodically I might go in and check. But yeah, that's that. Okay, you guys just let me know. Okay, you said unless it messes up again, then change it next time. I think you're saying like if it drops like thousands of frames like it did before, for sure. I think that's a good idea. Here's the straw poll. I'm going to go ahead and vote for. I'm surprised that TaToH got the W, but I'm still going to go with my original vote. I think Tim is going to win this one, so that's going to be my vote. So right now, 100% of votes are voting for Tim, and we'll put that in the chat in a little bit too as people come and go so that they can vote. So vote here if you want to, and feel free. And I just think that'll be something fun. So let's go ahead and get into the next game. I do have to relaunch Foobly, of course. So we're going to go ahead and relaunch. And we're going to go into new player lobby. And we're going to quick host. All right, and we're going to watch the recording. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into game number 2 of the series, Masters of Mega Random. First W going to TaToH, as he was able to build his Wonder first, and he was able to get the Wonder victory off of Tim. Now, Tim is a very strong player. We cannot count him out yet. So there's definitely a lot more action ahead, and we'll have to see which player comes out ahead. All right, so we're going to look at Tim here. He's going to be over here on the east of the map, or excuse me, the west, because I don't know my west and east. On the west of the map is Tim. He is playing in the red, and he's going to be playing as the Vikings. I can't be impartial to TaToH speaks Spanish. Gotcha, gotcha. And we'll look at the let's look at the results if you guys decided to. Okay, so Tim, 2 votes for Tim, 1 vote for TaToH, and Diane. Let's see, how did I think you said it? I think it's pronounced Diane She, but I'm still not sure. I might just have to start calling you D or something. I don't know. I feel so dumb that I don't know how to say your name right. But yes, so looks like 2 votes for TaToH, or for Tim, 1 vote for TaToH right now, but I think that will change as time progresses, and we'll have to see what happens here. Let me move my stream over a little bit so I can see the frames, but it seems to be okay. All right, so yeah. Tim, gonna be the Vikings, which he's at a little bit of a disadvantage here as a Vikings player. The Vikings don't have very good military advantages. All right, thanks, Diane. I appreciate it. Yes, the Vikings don't have very good military advantages. Yes, you did say that actually. You said don't worry about how to pronounce my name. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I beat myself up a little bit too much. So here we see Tim as the Vikings. He's going to be over here on the west side of the map. And looking here on the east side of the map is going to be TaToH. TaToH is going to be the Celts. And the Celts, obviously, if you're looking at Civ versus Civ, the Celts definitely have more of an advantage in this map. Very strange map as it looks, as there's very sparse trees. It's kind of like dry Arabia in a sense. I think it kind of looks like that to me a bit. So yeah, it kind of looks like a little bit of dry Arabia, but with less trees. Lots of gold scattered throughout the map, so it doesn't look like gold is really going to be an issue for these players, as there's plenty of gold. And plenty of deer. I haven't seen any boar. I don't know if these players are going to get boars in this map or not. But yes. So double scouts it looks like they're going to have here. And both players are going to have 2 scouts, as these 2 scouts look to do a little bit of harass. TaToH not paying attention. Scout battle here in the middle. And Tim looks like he's going to lose a scout. Both players are going to lose 1 and 1. And then TaToH is going to run away with his scout. So I do like this wood, this wall back here from Tim. This wall back here is going to protect this wood line, and that's going to be important because it's going to protect him from any early raiding. It's going to protect him from any issues and problems that he might have. So I definitely believe that this wall, this palisade wall, is going to be a good choice of protection for Tim here right off the bat. These players are going to be starting in the Castle Age, but again, I do believe that Tim is at a slight disadvantage right now playing as the Vikings. Looks like these scouts are going to get into a little bit of a battle, and TaToH is going to bring a spearman. I don't think Tim is paying attention, and he is going to lose that scout, and that's bad news for him. But Tim, going to start milling these deer, looking to go archery range right away, and we'll have to see if these players opt to go with early aggression, despite the fact that they both are starting in the Castle Age. Tim, with only one town center at the time. TaToH with only one town center as well. So both of them sticking to a 1 TC approach as it sits. All right, looks like TaToH's coming in here, doing a little bit more scouting, kind of checking things out and seeing what's going on. Looks like Tim is going to be putting a few villagers on gold, which indicates to me that he is thinking about going archers. So I think we will see some archers here by Tim right away. And we do see the first archer created by Tim with 2 archers right away. So now TaToH knows the strategy that Tim is planning on using at this point. And they might get this scout. Nope, they're going to leave that scout on 5 HP. Siege Workshop coming in from TaToH. Dianchi, you heard me drinking. I'm drinking water. I need to maybe put like a mute button on here so that I can mute when I'm taking a drink of water. But I just have a glass of water with a lot of ice cubes in it. That's all I got. Something to keep me refreshed and hydrated. All right. So those archers gonna find their way into the economy of TaToH. And TaToH gonna come over, or Tim gonna come over here into TaToH's eco, and he's gonna find these deer. He's gonna lame one of them, and he's gonna go for a villager kill. These archers going into crossbowmen right now, and they also have fletching as well. But this scorpion gonna be a good answer for these crossbowmen, and one of them is certain to go down here as Tim continues to lame these deer, which is a nice play by him, really. TaToH gonna get a villager kill off of the spearman, and this forward siege workshop still producing a few scorpions, and we'll have to see. It's hot in Mexico City. Yeah, Mexico City. Do you live in, so is that Mexico then? I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure on my geography, but I believe Mexico City, Mexico is what you're talking about. I'm not 100% certain. I live in Minnesota, which is, yeah, today is one of the hottest days so far, but it's usually really hot in the summer and really, really cold in the winter. And things are just starting to heat up around here. And then you talked about the hotkeys. Yeah, I think that hotkeys are something that you have to kind of decide what's best for you and how you like to do things. One thing that I think the Viper does and that I really enjoy doing with my hotkeys is that I set a lot of my most used units to my scroll wheel. So I use the wheel of my mouse to scroll so that I can spam units very fast. So I'll just switch to whichever building production I'm going to, and then I'll just spin the scroll wheel a few times, and I can build units very quick. And then the next, then I always put my next hotkey to the next most important unit in that building. So let's say, and for example, at the stable, my scroll wheel is the is going to be Scout Cavalry, but A is going to be Knights. And so that's kind of how it's set up for everything. In the archery range, scroll wheel is going to be skirms, and A is going to be archers. So I just have it kind of set like that. But the scroll wheel really helps me spam units very, very fast. So I like that. But I think you have to kind of decide which works best for you. But that's something that I think has definitely improved my gameplay slightly, even though I still am a noob. So, yeah. Yeah, you should test it out. It's pretty cool. All right. So we talked about Tim being at a disadvantage here with the Vikings, and he's doing pretty good right now. He is gonna lose a knight here, unfortunately, to this monk, and but he's gonna continue to go crossbow, and he's going to be looking to continue to get this gold here. So we'll have to see how he does with that. These scorpions continuously being a good answer to these crossbowmen, though, as TaToH continues to make a few of these scorpions. And we don't see those scorpions very often, but they're being used quite well here, and it's an interesting unit choice from TaToH. And this knight is going to be just pestering and very annoying. And it looks like this might be the only gold that Tim has. Yes, he has only one gold mine, and he only has one town center. So he's been pushed completely off his gold, and he has no other gold right now. So that's bad news for him. That's really bad news for him. Looks like another conversion coming out here, but Tim was able to get the kill first. A tower is going to be going up here from TaToH, and TaToH looking to really just pressure his opponent and keep the pressure up, and he's doing a great job. But a few more archers going to be coming out from Tim, and we'll have to see if Tim can use these archers to his advantage. Over at TaToH's base, Tim getting cleaned up by the scorpion, which is really unfortunate for him. Alright, so these crossbowmen looking to take down the scorpion, tanking a lot of arrow fire right now. But a mangonel still here pressuring this front. Tim looking to keep this wall out and kind of have a wall at the front of his base, and he's using that for protection, and that's a good choice for him. He is mining a little bit of stone in the back, but he's getting pushed off of this town center, and TaToH just leaving the gas pedal down, not leaving up, and just pressuring his opponent very well. Alright, Kev. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I completely forgot to show you that. I apologize. I knew there was something else I was forgetting. I apologize. No, I'm still gonna link it to you. Even though you said you didn't, I'm still gonna link it to you. Where is it? I don't know if that's the one that you have, but that's the one. It's basically about streaming with very low kilobytes, a very low kilobyte upload. I apologize. I said I was going to link it to you, and I did not. But there's the link. I don't know if that's the same one. It might be the same one that you found, but that's the best one that I've found. All right, so these crossbowmen gonna find one or two villager kills here in the woodline, but still not nearly doing as much damage as TaToH is doing in return. Okay, thanks, Kev. I do stress too much. You're not the only person to tell me that. Alright, so these mangonels going to be continuously firing on this TC, and this TC probably going to go down here, it looks like. Alright, so the TC goes down, lots of villagers Gonna get shot by the mangonel. I think we'll see a GG here from Tim very shortly. I think we'll see a GG here from him. We'll have to see. He is actually still up by villagers, so he was trying to get a little bit of a greedy boom, it looks like. Yeah, Kev, I just sent it in the chat, so I don't know if you were able to see it in the chat, but I just sent it in the chat, unless somehow I magically messaged Danish only, but I meant to, yeah, I meant to just paste it into the chat, so I'm not sure. Alright, the mangonel's continuously pressuring here. Tim does have 2 TCs. He does have one in the back. He found a gold pile in the back. So this is going to be good for him. He's going to need that gold to continue in this game. I'm really surprised that he's trying to hold on here, but as of right now, he is trying to hang in there, and I do have to respect him for hanging in there and not giving up right away. Another TC. He's going to drop a TC way up onto the side, and he's going to try to secure another gold, and that's a good play by him too, as he's definitely lost complete control of this middle gold pile. TaToH, with only maybe 6 gold miners on one side, so he hasn't been going too gold heavy, but he has pushed Tim off of gold completely, and that's going to prove to be a slight issue for him. Big mangonel shot going to be coming down and maybe taking out a few of these villagers out. Oh man, I was going to say he should have pulled some villagers out the line to kill the mangonel, but here comes the knight, and the knight's going to kill those villagers, and he has to go back. That sucks. This is not looking good right now for Tim, as there's pressure all over the place, and TaToH doing a great job of holding the map down and really just holding map control. I really like the way he's playing this. I think he needs to tower these villagers in this tower and try to take down these mangonels. But here come the villagers looking to do some repairs. They're going to repair these mangonels back up to full health. This town center continuously being pressured. Tim getting pushed off the gold completely. And it's not looking good right now for Tim, as he is behind now by almost 1,000 score. Alright. TaToH continuing the pressure here, knocking down the siege workshop. It looks like he's also going to be taking out this back town center, and Tim's economy and his whole civilization is scattered all across the map. There's nothing central about where he's located anymore, as he just has everything just scattered everywhere, and it's not looking too good for him right now. He's not giving up, but it's really not looking good. A lot of gold miners over here. It looks like the villager count, TaToH is only ahead by 2 right now, but the military count is very far ahead for TaToH. Vills 44 for TaToH, 42 for Tim, and it looks like the military 15 for TaToH and 5 for Tim, and Tim finally choosing to give up and finally choosing to call the GG. All right. So that makes the series 2 wins for TaToH and only 0 wins for Tim, which means that if TaToH does win the next game, he will be the Masters of Mega Random champion. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right, it looks like, well, I don't think I can, I don't want to submit again, but I'm going to anyway. Oh, sorry, it says I've already, looking at the results. Yep, we still have 2 votes for Tim, 1 vote for TaToH. So people still are thinking that Tim is going to win, But unfortunately, Tim, not looking very good right now as TaToH is 2-0. If you would like to vote on that, please vote here. And Danish calling out, go TaToH, as he is voting for his Spanish, the Spanish player. All right, let's go. Game number 3 and see if this is going to be a shutout or if Tim can pull it back. We're going to go ahead and launch into game number 3. All right, game 3 going to be starting here. Feel free to cast your votes if you're interested in casting your vote as to who will win. You'll see the straw poll there in the chat. And yeah, game number 3 going to be starting right now. Oh, I don't think I updated the score. I want to update that real quick. I did not update the score. And so it's going to be 2 for TaToH and 0 for Tim. All right, let's get back into the game. Okay, we're back in. Hopefully everything is A-OK, and we're going to go ahead and start the game here. All right, so this is game number 3, Masters of Mega Random. This is a recorded game. Just a disclaimer, it is not live. These games were played very recently. They were played this last Saturday, I believe, going to be between TaToH and Tim, 2 of the top players in the AOC community as of right now. And we're going to go ahead and start looking at these players' maps. Over here on the east side of the map, we have Tim. Tim is going to be playing as the Mayans. Personally, I like the Mayans. I think they're a good civilization. Very cheap archers, but yeah, a nice civ overall, and very good economic bonuses as well. Over here on the west side of the map, we're going to have the Mongols, which is also another one of my favorite civs, even more than the Mayans, I would say, as they have, of course, the elite Mangudai, which are just devastating, and they also have, obviously, some good siege onagers, which are very strong as well. So we'll have to see which player comes out ahead. This is mega random, so it looks like kind of like a Black Foresty type of map in a way, but it doesn't seem very easy to, like, there's not very many choke points to easily close off. For the most part, it's pretty open, and it'd be very challenging to close. Another thing interesting about this map, and again, it is Masters of Mega Random, and it can't get more random than this. Double TC start, so both players are going to start with 2 TCs, and that should be very interesting to see how they play with 2 TCs and 2 scouts. So the match has begun, and both players are going to be starting in the Castle Age, and we'll have to see if Tim can turn things around and get a W off of TaToH, or will TaToH get game number 3 and win the series. What's that? Did TaToH lame and take some boar or something? If that happened, I missed it. Or did he try to? Did he boar steal? Or did he take some early sheep then? I missed it. If that's what you're talking about, please let me know. Another boar gonna come in here for TaToH now. All right. So you're saying TaToH might have stole some sheep from Tim. Danish saying double eagles overpowered versus 2 scouts for sure. Yes. And then, yeah, I hate when players steal my sheep. It almost makes me want to quit right away. I just feel so disadvantaged right at the beginning. But definitely these players, I think they can deal with that right away. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it's definitely an annoyance, I would say for sure. Yeah, the Scout's going to be 3+3. The Eagles are going to be 4+4. Little bit more HP on the Scouts, but a little bit more damage on the Eagles. Yes, rage quit exactly. Just break the monitor or something. No, absolutely not. But it does make me very mad. Quick wall coming in the back right now from TaToH as he tries to protect his villagers, but those Eagles are going to get in. And Tim gonna force TaToH off of that wood line, and those villagers are gonna be forced to go back in to the town center. But a knight gonna come in. That knight is gonna do a lot of damage, and these eagles are gonna have to be very careful. One eagle will go down almost instantly, and barely even making a scratch on this knight as the knight takes down both of the eagle warriors right away. And Tim losing both of his scouts. Very unfortunate for him. All right, so it looks like now Tim is bringing in a boar. And he's going to be bringing in this next boar. He does have loom, so he's going to be okay there, no problems. Looks like Tim getting pop-capped a little bit here. Failing to build a house, but he'll be okay. And TaToH with this knight that's really low, he's going to send that knight in. And switching to his perspective, he knows exactly where Tim is, so I don't think he's doing any scouting. I think what he's doing is looking for some villager picks, so he's going to be sending this knight in and looking around for some villager picks. Danish says, bad call. Fighting the knight, absolutely. I wonder if he could have ran back to base with those eagles. I'm not sure. I feel like he wouldn't have been able to outrun the knight, but he could have came back. Starting with two TCs messes with my chi. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, starting with two TCs, it's like, wait, what do I do? And it's just like, oh god, this is too much. But look at this wall by Tim. The Chinese, it's been said in the AOC community that they love their walls. And Tim, he does love his wall as he's going to be building a big wall, stone wall at that on the right side here, looking to defend his economy a bit. And I have a feeling TaToH might try to snipe this villager building the wall. We'll see. But he is going to come in and try to do some harassing in the economy of Tim. Yeah, mine too, Danish. Starting with two TCs would be very, very hard. I'm sure it takes a lot of practice, just like anything. And I feel like most players, I think even probably some of the pros would even struggle with that too. So yeah, absolutely. All right, so a lot of scouts, or a lot of light cavalry and a knight coming in here. But Tim reacting well by making these spears, and he's reacting quite well for that. TaToH still just on the two TCs. And Tim, he's on 3 TCs, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I believe he's on 3 TCs. It looks like. So he has 1 TC advantage. Oh gosh, Kev, you're too much with that one. You're too much with that one. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think that's funny, but I don't want somebody to call me a racist. I'm not a racist. I do think that's funny though. But yes, they love their walls. Okay, that was a funny joke, and now we're gonna move on again before you distract me again, Kev, because you're so good at that. But yeah, the massive wall by Tim. Tim building a nice big wall here, and he's looking to defend on this whole right side of his economy. Looks like he's going to go palisade wall in the back. I do think that that's a wise choice here. Looking to get some conversions with this monk. No luck there as he tries to close this wall, and he's also going to be using a lot of spearmen. I do like this play by Tim, as he did get 1 knight conversion, and I really do hope that he can get his base closed in and maybe boom up a little bit and make this match a little bit more competitive. We'll have to wait and see if he's able to do that. Lots of villagers sitting idle here on this village finished wall, as Tim is probably slightly distracted by all of these scout or light cavalry and different units running around his base. Probably not the most peaceful thing to deal with, that's for sure. Again, TaToH loves his mangonels. He just loves them, and he's going to come out here. He's going to get 3 villager kills right off the top. TaToH, 57 vills. Tim, 47 vills. And the military numbers even right now with 8 and 8. So Tim down about 10 villagers, and we'll have to see if he can push this back or not. He is looking like he's trying to get a few walls up here, and he was able to complete mostly all his walls in the back of this base, and he's going to double palisade wall this. And we'll have to see how he does, if he's able to hold this. Castle coming out now from Tim. He's going to drop a castle on the front. This castle is going to act as a little bit of a protection for him. And we'll probably see some plumed archers coming out from him right away, I'm assuming. Camels from TaToH, and that's an interesting choice. I'm actually kind of surprised to see the camel choice. The camels, you know, they... You know, Kev, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Oh my God, he's trying to distract me, you guys. But the camels, I don't really know why TaToH was making camels, as Tim can't make any stable units really. He can only convert them, so I just feel like the camels are a little bit of a strange choice. But hey, you know. Whatever you want to do. I don't really understand the camel choice completely, but hey, it's cool. This camel probably gonna die. Nope, Tim is gonna retreat. Yeah, I can't. Like, if I look over at chat and I read that message, I just laugh. So I have to like, like I'm really holding myself back from laughing at these funny tags. Or hashtags. Just great. Really nice, Kevin. Wall, keep out. Great wall, China. Lucky he's not facing Huns. Do you even wall, bro? Got walls. Absolutely. Love the hashtags. Gotta love the hashtags. All right. So yeah. Tim, gonna be trying to boom up a little bit, and if he can hold on long enough, the Mayans do have a pretty good some good economic bonuses. But the Mongols can get quite strong in the Imperial Age too, but they do lack a lot of economic bonuses. So in the long run, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I think TaToH making the right choice, going with the Mangonel, going with the skirms, as he's anticipating Tim to go with the plumed archers. And because he's anticipating those plumed archers, he immediately techs into the elite skirm, which I think is a good choice. I really believe that the skirms are very undervalued units. I think they're great units. They're very strong against archers, and they're also very strong against spearmen. So both of those, for those reasons, the skirms to me are very undervalued and very good units. Nice unit choice here, as Tim decides to make a couple of Eagle Warriors, and he's going to clean up those Mangonels, and he's also going to kill a few of these skirms, but not before the Mangonel does a lot of damage on its own. So that's going to be challenging. Yeah, Kev, absolutely. 2 humps, you know, that's going to be the V8, and the 1 hump is going to be a V4. So 2 humps, definitely more important. Yeah, I think Tim upgraded his with 2 humps, and he had that little bit of extra speed, whereas TaToH only had the 1 hump, and he was a little bit slower. Oh gosh. More Eagle Warriors here. They're going to come out, and they're going to go ahead and finish this Mangonel off. And I do like this. These Eagle Warriors are a great choice here by Tim, as he's able to destroy these Mangonels. And very, very nice choice by Tim. Tim looking to put some plumed archers in the economy of TaToH, and he might be able to get a few villager picks right here. We'll have to see. 1 villager is going to go down, and he's going to run back. He's going to get 1. And we'll have to see if he's able to get any more. Counterattacks, I think, are very important in Tim's shoes right now. He's getting pressured in the front. He's trying to boom up. He wants to get a nice boom going, but TaToH continuously pressures him. So these plumed archers are going to be important, and he might lose this army. It would be unfortunate if he did, but he might lose that army. And but yeah, he wants to counterattack TaToH as much as possible, and it's gonna be good for him to do that. But TaToH looking very strong right now. Again, the series 2-0 for TaToH. TaToH playing exceptionally well. Obviously, the man's been practicing. I mean, he's from Spain. Those Spaniards practice. I know it. And yeah, he's practiced. He's been practicing, and he's looking very strong. These plumed archers going to get picked off in the back. Very unfortunate there for Tim, but hey, it happens. It happens. All right, so TaToH going to go forward with the castle, and this castle is not going to be good for Tim. Cause a lot of forward pressure, and I'd like to see a mangonel, and that's exactly what Tim is going to be producing. And if he can get one out fast enough, he might be able to deny this castle. We'll have to wait and see if he's going to deny that castle or not. TaToH notices the flags. He's going to move his skirms back. Big shot. Micro by TaToH. He's going to be able to micro away from that. Big shot on those villagers. Oh no, he's going to lose his... He didn't even lose his mango. Wow, great play. Great play by TaToH, or by Tim. And great answer right now with these knights by TaToH as he comes in and he's going to counter those mangonels very well. He's also going to be a pretty strong counter against those plumed archers as well. Kev, you're asking, do skirms have just as much effect as versus normal archers? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, but I'm not going to pretend to be an expert because I'm not. But what I will say is I know that skirms have a very large attack bonus on all archers, including plumed archers, including regular archers. So skirms are always the answer when your opponent is making archers. And they're also even have an attack bonus versus cavalry archers too. So skirms always are definitely going to be a great unit choice versus archer units. So yes. So a castle trying to come up here on the front. I think it's going to get denied by Tim. TaToH playing so well and so confidently. I can tell his confidence by him dropping these 4 castles. If he wasn't feeling confident, he wouldn't have dropped this. Okay, I get what you're saying now, Kev. I'm not exactly sure, but from that exchange, it looks like those skirms still have a significant advantage or attack bonus versus the plumed archers as well. Just probably just as much as they have versus skirms. It could be slightly different. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Kevin, I can relate to that. I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I say things in my head when I'm trying to type a sentence, and I'll miss a few words, and I'll go back and be like, "Really? Didn't I say that? No, I only thought it." So I can relate to that. All right, here's a desperate castle by TaToH, and he's trying his best to secure this area, and that's going to be good news for him. And he is going up to the Imperial Age first. Can he hold on? Can Tim hold on long enough? I'm just not sure. These mangonels are real. I think if Tim can go up to Imperial, he can get enough of a boom going, and he can make some Eagle Warriors. He can push out, and he can do some incredible raiding with some Eagles. But if TaToH continues to pressure like this, he might be in trouble. We'll have to wait and see. But some Eagle Warriors could be the answer here, as TaToH is not walled at all. So we'll have to see if Tim is able to go to Imp, hold off this attack long enough, continue to boom, and go Eagle Warriors. All right, unfortunately, the castle drop. Gonna break down the stone wall. Knights gonna get in the base, and Knights and Mangadai are gonna get into the economy of Tim. And Tim, gonna start suffering losses from villagers, and I don't think he has any answer to this right now, as he's going to be dropping a town center in the back for protection for his villagers. But that's going to be too little too late for him, as these knights continue to pour in. Kev says mass plumed archers might be the answer. Yeah, plumes are very good, but they are good, but these knights are sick against the plumes in small numbers, of course. And then also, I would wonder what it would be like versus the Eagle Warriors, or excuse me, the Mangadai. Plumed Archers versus Mangadai. I think the Mangadai would win. Exactly, Kev. I do think this is GG. It's not looking good for our boy Tim here. He might be taking it. And it looks like, Danish, you were right after all, and you do get a prize. We're going to be sending you a lifetime supply of barbecued chicken and ribs. So congratulations. You are the winner. You have won, my friend. Ram Rush going to be coming up, and it looks like it's only a matter of time before we do see the GG from Tim, as these Rams are going to be very hard to deal with. The Knights in the base, very challenging, and yeah, it's not looking good for Tim here, as he's very behind in score. Yeah, Danish, definitely. I would be very happy to if I won that. But yes. So the Rams doing all sorts of work. And things chicken and ribs hype for sure. Yes, people are tuning in, and I think if they know that we're giving away free, like, lifetime supply of barbecued ribs and chicken, anybody would be tuning in for that, obviously. So, I'm just kidding. So yesterday, I think our max viewers was like maybe 15, 14 or something like that. If we could get our max viewers up to 20 today, that would be sick. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but that would be really cool. And if we could get maybe just 2 more follows today from 6 to 8, that would be cool too. But the GG is being called, and it looks like Tim is going to be giving up in this game. He recognizes he has lost. And and TaToH gonna pull it off, gonna get the victory. I'm very impressed. The Spanish player here gonna take the W, and he's gonna win the series 3-0, total shutout. Masters of Mega Random champion here, crowned, is TaToH. And absolutely, Kevin, it looks like I have my eyes on 2 individuals already that I'm thinking about making mods. So yeah, absolutely. But yes, so what was I saying? But yeah, TaToH gonna clean this one up, gonna get the victory, and he's gonna win. Yeah, it's getting crazy. You guys are gonna have to calm this chat down a bit. You guys are gonna have to keep this place in order. It's gonna be a riot. Let's see here. So yeah, $500, 500 USD to TaToH. Not a bad victory for him. And also coming up here this weekend, between the 28th and the 29th, will be the bronze match between Slam and Mr. Yo. I can't say that I'm going to stream that live. I'm not going to commit to that this weekend, but I should be streaming or broadcasting that match here sometime in the near future, either this weekend or sometime very soon. We'll see the bronze match, which is the final match of Masters of Mega Random. Basically, it's like the 2nd or 3rd place person, and then they're going to get, I think, like 200 USD or something like that. But yeah, so they'll get a few $100 as well. So they have something to look forward to also. So we can do 2 things, you guys, and you guys can decide what you want to do. We can go and look for some games in the lobby, and see if there's anything live. I'm going to check there real quick first. Also, um, I have a series here between Slam and Fiege. Unfortunately, I do know who wins this match out of the three games, but I heard that it was a very good game and there's some interesting gameplay. Um, Sorry, I had my wrong scene. But yeah, I heard there's some interesting gameplay. So we can either check out these games between Slam and Fiege, or we can also check the lobby and see who's going to be in there. What I'm going to do is just check the lobby first and see if there's any good games to be found there. So let's go into the um, Medieval Siege lobby and check. View game, feel like playing. All right, so Kev's asking. So Kev, if I'm reading that right, you're asking me if I feel like playing a game. I think that's what you're asking me. Can you confirm or deny that? And if you are, basically you're asking me if I want to lose. That's basically what you're asking me. I'm just kidding. Oh man. All right. So there's some high-rated players watching a game, and they're watching a game 31. And in 31 is a team game. No, we're not going to watch that. Waiting in game 77. Team game. No. If you guys play, I'll stay tuned. I vote for the series. If not, I'm working on my PC. If you guys play, I'll stay tuned. I vote for the series. If not, I'm working on my PC. Okay. All right. Kev, how about um, Kev, are you interested in co-casting maybe over Skype? We can co-cast this we can co-cast this Slam versus Fiege game if you want, and kind of have it casual gameplay. That's an option if you'd like. Nice. You built a PC 3 days ago. Building PCs is very fun for sure. All right, guys. For those of you tuning in, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Please feel free, and it is encouraged to hit the follow button down at the bottom as we're going to continue to try to bring more content your way, more expert casts and gaming casts for you guys, and also some fun and casual casts as well here and there too. We might be doing a co-cast here with the current viewer, Kev. So if you guys are looking to stick around, um, please do so. That would be pretty cool. Um, but yeah. And Danish asking, what is your rating? My rating is like 1140 or something ridiculous like that. So I have like 10 wins. I don't even know. It's pitiful. Where is it here? I'll bring it up so you can see. Um, 7 wins, 15 losses. So rating is 1148 right now. That's my rating, and obviously not very good. Not very good. But hey, I played a lot more than that. I played a little bit in. Well, not a lot more than that. I'm not going to even exaggerate. I played a few times in the Game Ranger lobby. and things like that. So, but I would say that uh, I'm a noob. I'm not a good player at all for sure. Got a lot of learning to do. Practice, practice. All right. So it looks like Kev is going to be blowing off the dust on his Skype, and we're going to do some co-casting now as a team, and we're going to do a little bit of a co-cast together. So that should be fun, as it will take off some of the strain off of me, and it will share it between the two of us, so that I'm not as tired as I really am. Um, yeah, because I am a little tired. I don't know why, but yeah. I use macros. Is that cheating? I don't get what you mean by that. I don't get what you mean by that. Do. All right, so we should change the title. Danish, I don't know if you're asking me or if you're asking Kev, but definitely you can definitely add me if you're asking me for sure. All right, so we're going to be getting into another game here shortly. It's going to take us just a second to get things set up. Um, for those of you who are still here, just hang tight. We're going to be looking to get into another game here shortly. I don't really know what you guys are referring to. Maybe you could explain it. Um, but Yeah, no problem, Kev. I totally understand. I've had to do that many a times where it's like, oh, you want to talk over Skype? Well, I don't really have that all up to date. Bact is about to get into a game. He's rated 2K. He's a 23K player. So, Kev, if you want to do a casual stream of us co-casting with Bact, um, yes, Denise, you found me. You found me. I don't know how. I thought I was an ever elusive mystery, but for some reason, I have been found. Let's see. Is there any fun things that we could do? We'll do that. Back to you. Okay, there you go. All right, accept. Awesome. For sure. All right. So, um, but yeah, so I don't know, man. This is looking kind of interesting too. This game with Backed. Where did he go? I just saw it. Do do do. Oh, he's got it locked. Never mind. And it's going to be a team game, so I'm not really interested. I don't really like watching team games that much. Well, I take that back. I just feel like they're harder to cast. I feel like casting team games are a little bit more challenging um, than casting, say, 1v1s for sure. So I have to see. All right, and let's see here. Staff members looking. Waiting back to Pablo. He's an 1800 and 46. All right. 17K, 15K. Okay, Kev, sounds good. I'll do that right now. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't have to update my Skype. Another thing is that now we're going to be adding another thing to my already shaky internet connection. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that Skype is not as much of a nuisance or takes up as much bandwidth as or it's not a bandwidth hog. Hopefully it's not.